Good morning students. How are you to all? I hope all of you feel good. Students, today I am going to teach you chapter number 7 of history, and the name of the chapter is Mobile and Settled Communities. So let us read chapter, students. Nomadic tribes. Let us talk about the nomadic tribe. First of all, the meaning of the nomadic tribe is a number of groups of people who have no fixed home and move according to the seasons from one place to another in search of food and water. Many of the nomadic tribes were animals herder. They exchange animals products such as wool and butter for grains, textile and other goods produced by the settled cultivators and craftsmen. The Banjaras were one such pastoral tribes. They traded mainly in foodstuff such as rice flour, butter, milk, vegetable and sugar. They bought most of the things from peasants and carried them to the market in the urban centers. Large group of Banjaras moved with their families and goods in caravans and lived in a large temporary camps. Such a camp was called Tanda. Sometimes Banjaras traveled with 10,000 to 20,000 animals. Trade on such a large scale may have been financed by rulers or rich merchants. Sultan Alauddin Khilji, who set up grain market in Delhi, got Banjara to transport the grains from the rural areas. The Banjaras transported from food supplies during the Mughal period too. Many nomadic tribes are there in the medieval India, which were usually animal herdings, जिनका मेन वर्क था animals herding or animals rearing. They used to exchange the animal products like wool, butter, textile and other goods also produced by the cultivators and craftsmen. उनमें से एक मेन ट्राइब थी, नोमैडिक ट्राइब थी, जो बंजारा थी. The Banjaras are pastoral tribes who traded mainly foodstuffs. Foodstuffs means खाने की चीज़ों से ट्रेड करते थे. Foodstuff like rice, flour, butter, milk, vegetable and sugar. Banjaras bought mostly things from the peasants. Farmers से खरीदते थे ज़्यादातर चीज़ें and carried them to the market in urban center. These tribes is used to come to the market center to sell their products. The Banjara move in caravans with their families. There are large number of people who lived in the caravans. बंजारा का जो ग्रुप होता था उसको कारवा कहते थे, and where they used to set their temporary camps. These camps are called Tanda. Sometimes Banjaras traveled with 10,000 to 20,000 animals along with them. कई बार इन बंजारा के साथ 10 से 20,000 तक के एनिमल्स भी होते थे. Sultan Alauddin Khilji set up the grain market. He set up the grain market in Delhi. The Banjaras transported food supply during the Mughal period. सुल्तान अलाउद्दीन खिलजी ने दिल्ली में अनाज का मार्केट, ग्रेन मार्केट लगाते थे. उनके समय में बंजारास फूड सप्लाई करते थे मुगल सम्राटों को. So many man-made materials, or we can say handmade materials, are used in the time of medieval India. Homemade goods such as rope, basket and mats were usually sold by peddlers who moved from the village to village. So many man-made articles or materials, or we can say handmade materials are there, like ropes, baskets and mats. These materials usually sold by the paddlers. Paddlers जो कि घूम घूम कर बेचते थे, जैसे कि फेरी वाले. And these paddlers who move from one village to another village, एक विलेज से दूसरे विलेज में जाकर ये चीज़ों को सोल्ड करते थे. Now let us talk about the Gond kingdom. The Gond lived in a Gondwana, which included the forest of central India and Chhattisgarh. The region was rich in precious metals and forest products. Rajput dynasty ruled over the region in the early medieval period. In the 15th century, various Gond tribes of the region united to form a large Gond kingdom called Grehkatanga. Usually, a Gond kingdom was divided into territorial units, each having a Greh, fortress and several villages. Grehkatanga had many towns and cities and about 70,000 villagers also there. That means, let us talk about the Gond kingdom. Now we will go to the depth of the Gond kingdom, beta. The Gond kingdom lived in the Gondwana and in the central India and the Chhattisgarh. Gondwana was rich in precious metals and rich in forest product also. There was a ruled by the Rajput dynasties at the time of medieval India. गोंडवाना बहुत रिच था प्रीशियस मेटल एंड फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट के लिए. मेडिवल टाइम में गोंडवाना पर राजपूतों का राज था. एंड इन द 15th century the Gond tribe of the region united to large number of Gond kingdom which is known as the Grehkatanga. जो गोंड किंगडम होती थी जिनका बड़ा एम्पायर होता था उसको गढ़कटंगा कहते थे. द टेरिटोरियल यूनिट, द किंगडम हैज द टेरिटोरियल यूनिट एंड दीज यूनिट्स वेयर कॉल्ड द ग्रेह एंड also have several villages also. That means villages area are called greh, while the town and cities are considered as Katanga. That is why the Gond kingdom is known as Grehkatanga. जो village areas होते थे that is known as greh, and the towns and cities का जो area होता था that is known as Katanga. The Katanga has 70,000 villages under it. अब जो Gond kingdom थी there was a ruler of Rajput family, means most of the people of Gond kingdom have married to the Rajput families. उनमें से एक हुए थे अमनदास, who was earliest ruler of Gond kingdom of Grehkatanga, who took the title of संग्राम शाह. इनको जो अमनदास थे उनको संग्राम शाह का टाइटल मिला था. The Gond came to the close contact with the Rajput and some Gond chiefs were able to marry to the Rajput families. Amandas was the earliest Gond kings of Grehkatanga, took the title Sangram Shah. His son Dalpat Shah married the Rajput princess Durgavati of Bundelkhand. Dalpat died young, leaving behind his queen and minor son Bir Narayan. Okay, his son who Sangram Shah, son is Dalpat Shah, who married to the Rajput princess, which one? Rani Durgavati of Bundelkhand. संग्राम शाह ने रानी दुर्गावती से शादी की. जो संग्राम शाह थे वो गढ़कटंगा के चीफ थे. उनके बेटे का नाम दलपत शाह था एंड ही मैरिड टू राजपूत प्रिंसेस रानी दुर्गावती ऑफ बुंदेलखंड. देयर वॉज फ्रीक्वेंट वार टू कंट्रोल द रीजन, सो व्हेन ही डाइड ही लेफ्ट हिज सन दलपत Bir Narayan. When he was died, he was very little at that time. The mother Rani Durgavati, her leader, the Grehkatanga, to defend it from at the time of neighboring kingdoms. Okay, and the kingdom of Grehkatanga was known for its riches. So the Mughal king Akbar, who already controlled the Graikatanga. So finally Akbar conquered Malwa and Rewa, and now he invaded to Graikatanga. I think this is enough to you students. Meet you in the next video. Take care yourself. Okay. Good day students.